IC from 288, we're currently battling fire.
The fire continues to grow with 0% containment.
It's Armageddon. I'm driving through a war zone right now and I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. I'm shocked.
These fires are stretching the capacity of emergency services to their maximum limits.
They're trying to rescue their animals.
We're trying to get as many as we can out.
This is absolutely historic.
You're gonna be okay, hi? You're gonna be okay.
These are just some of the shocking scenes of devastation across America's second biggest city of Los Angeles. And as we go to air tonight, a new fire front is opening up in the Hollywood Hills. Exhausted locals and fire crews desperate to get the biggest wildfires in the city's history under control.
My God. We're out of the way, but if you have other priorities, this is insane.
The scenes are apocalyptic.
The whole entire hills are on fire.
Fires raging through Los Angeles, engulfing homes and decimating whole neighbourhoods.
This is pretty devastating. I don't think LA's seen anything like this before.
5 people are dead, more than 1,000 structures destroyed, and firefighters are having no success controlling it.
And we have a dynamic fire that has 0% containment.
The biggest factor right now are the extreme winds, the Santa Ana winds. They're gusting to 100 miles an hour.
Also known as the devil winds, the Santa Ana winds originate inland, blowing dry desert air over Southern California in the cooler months. But these gusts can have the strength of a hurricane, toppling power lines and spreading the flames.
All the stuff that's here is replaceable. People are not, so. Very lucky. So having the family is the most important thing.
The devastation compounded by the fact that this is entirely unseasonal. With America in the middle of winter, LA should be experiencing its rainy season. Experts pointing to climate change as a major factor.
I think it's no surprise that we basically have a year-round fire season in California. However, such a destruction on this scale is not often seen in the month of January.
I'm sorry, Brad. Now get out of here.
The unseasonal fires, meaning some water bombers that would normally be used to battle the inferno, are currently in Australia for our fire season as part of our resource sharing arrangement.
This is going to be an increasing problem. Our fire seasons are getting longer, their fire seasons are getting longer. So how do you help each other when you're both burning?
LA residents desperate for all the help they can get. 100,000 people ordered to evacuate, many with no homes to return to.
We lost a lot of homes, It's a lot, but, you know, nature wins.
We are live from the lands of the Cooler Nation, and Matthew Hall is Editor-in-Chief of the Santa Monica Daily Press. He's been good enough to join us from LA. Matthew, it's coming up on midnight where you are. What is it like there?
So at the moment, we're actually in a moment of calm. They forecast that these winds would be dropping off, and they have been. No one was sure. No one was sure to believe the weather forecasters or not. Turns out they were right in this case. The winds have dropped off. So we are right now in hopefully a multi-hour period of low winds, which will enable some firefighters to get a leg up on the fire. However, they're forecasting those winds may come back up either late tomorrow or the next day. So it's kind of a hold your breath and wait moment for everyone at the minute.
Yeah, how close has the fire come to where you are now?
So I'm in the city of Santa Monica. We are a coastal city. We have the Ferris wheel, very famous thing. You'll have seen it on TV. We're close to Venice Beach, which many people recognize if you're my age from Baywatch or from other kinds of shows. So where I physically am sitting right now, I'm probably 3 miles from the fire line. The Santa Monica city border is maybe 1.5 miles, 2 miles from the fire line. But we say I'll say that with a pinch of salt because the fire moves very quickly and very erratically, and it has been switching directions all day. So, you know, give or take, it might be closer, it might be further away. Depends on exactly what the wind has done in the last couple hours.
We've been watching in horror from the other side of the world just how much devastation these fires have caused. And they're fires that don't discriminate, right? I mean, whether you're in a mobile home or a mansion, who are some of the celebrities who've been affected by this? There's a long list of people who've already lost their homes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So Pacific Palisades, which is fire's named after Palisades Fire. Pacific Palisades is that community, as you say, houses a variety of folks. There's certainly some big name celebrities up there. You know, people have talked about Paris Hilton watching her home burn on TV, or Billy Crystal and his wife losing their home, and there are lots of folks up there. But as you mentioned, and one of the things I think is really sort of more important is the fact that it's not just about sort of one or two famous people. People think about that with LA, and I totally get it. But this is a vibrant, thriving community. It's got multiple schools in it. It's got a diversity of age groups in it. It's a wonderful place. And for all intents and purposes, it's gone. Like, whole neighborhoods are wiped out. As you said, the mobile home park that was by the beach that I used to go to all the time, it's simply not there anymore. And so those folks truly have lost everything. And many of them may not have the means to rebuild. You know, just because they were in a nice area of town doesn't mean they're able to absorb this loss, particularly in California, where we have extreme problems with our insurance market and people canceling homeowners insurance. So, yeah, there's absolutely celebrities who've lost their homes, and they deserve as much sympathy as anyone else. But there's also potentially thousands of everyday folk who have lost absolutely everything right alongside those celebrities.
Matthew, stay safe, and thank you very much for your time. We wish you well.
Thanks.
Gosh, the scenes.
I mean, we know bushfires here, right? But it's sort of being fanned by those Santa Ana winds coming off the desert. I mean, it's just... And how close it is actually getting to the city as well.
Well, I think
Sunset Boulevard being raised.
That's it. It's like I saw a photo and it was the sign for Sunset Boulevard, and then behind it, just this building that was completely gutted by the fire.
I mean, fires are crazy and they do so much damage, but it's almost beyond belief when you see some of these images. It looks like a bomb's been dropped. It's just, it's heartbreaking
It's so familiar to us as well. I think we think of Hollywood and we feel like we know it, even if we haven't been there.
We've been watching people on the telly.
Yeah, and we did hear from Matt there, who did mention some of the celebs whose homes have been destroyed. Among them, Billy Crystal. You know, he's been in his house with his wife since the 1970s. He says here, we raised our children and grandchildren here. Every inch of our house was filled with love, beautiful memories that can't be taken away. Mandy Moore's lost her house. I'm absolutely numb. My sweet home. I'm devastated and gutted for those who've lost so much. And I think, Ricky, like, it's all gone. I can't believe I'm typing these words. The description dream home doesn't suffice. It was our heaven on earth. This loss is immeasurable. Summing up, as Matt rightfully pointed out, the sentiment of a lot of people there who wouldn't even have the funds to be able to rebuild that or think about it.
Yeah.